What's up, everybody? It's Sonelse coming back from the gym, working out, thinking, you know what, UFC 301's this weekend, so you figure I'd do a video on this. So I just gotta say right off the bat, this card sucks. It sucks so bad. I don't think we've had a bad card like this since 297. The only reason that card was even as good as it was in some regards was because you had Sean Strickland carrying the card. Unfortunately, that's not so much the case here. The last card that we had in Brazil was UFC 283, that was Glover Teixeira versus Jamal Hill. That card was a little bit more stacked. That one also had Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueroa. Oh, commonly another flyweight fight, it seems. Funny how that works. But no, that was the last one there. But it was funny. I noticed a couple of similarities so far between the two cards. So one of the things is they seem to love to put Paul Craig on these Brazil cards because that's the last time he was there when he got finished by Johnny Walker. Igor Pereira basically retired Shogun who were there. So that's what happened there. Now, at the very least, the main card had people like Hubert Burns and Johnny Walker on the card, so they had a little bit of a stronger showing, and obviously Davison Figueroa and Glover Teixeira. The problem you run into 301 is the fact that, well, let's see. If you want to look at the card, you're sacrificing Paul Craig to another Brazilian. Charles Orenho, I can't say his name. Point is, very strong prospect. Man has been looking really good in the UFC. I don't think he's lost a fight so far. Ever since he's kind of contender series, he's surprisingly got a lot of decisions, you would think, but the man is doing pretty well for the most part, and this is kind of a step up for him. We have Michel Pereira and Igor Pereira. Pereira was in the last card for us. Michel, this fight right here, this will be the best fight of the card. That's my personal opinion. Anthony Smith versus Victor Pacino. You're sacrificing Anthony Smith to this guy, in my opinion, and with all the bad kicks he's had lately, honestly, I hope he gets KO'd, but this could go the other way around because the experience can be a factor. Jose Aldo and Martinez, Jonathan Martinez does not belong on the co-main. Aldo's basically is basically protecting this card. He's saving this card from being as much possessed as it could be. So they need the hometown hero to kind of save it. They needed to give him a better opponent than him. Honestly, with how his state was, I wish they would have given him something like Davison Figueroa or anybody. Jonathan Martinez might be a prospect, but you don't feed him a legend like Aldo for the card. I understand Dominic Cruz was the guy that's supposed to be around for there, but it's not so much the case. And Prohitora and Steve Irwin, the guy I believe is what? Ranked 10? Yeah, he's ranked 10 in the flyweights. He just skipped the line. No one else you could feed him to at this short time. It goes to show you, Prohitora's not a decent champion, but he's kind of been boring for most people. So, there's really not many people really noteworthy on the prelims. You have Bonfim coming back just like he was at the 287 card, so he's back there to do his dirty work there to kind of save the card. Johansson Brito is an awesome dude. The guy's kicking off the end of the prelims. That guy is a decent fighter. You have Elvis Brenner, another Brazilian, who cares, but then you got the Mongolian, or the caveman's called Mikbek Olabai. Cannot pronounce the name, sue me, I suck at it. It doesn't matter, but Jordan Silva got a bunch of prospects, a bunch of people going in here. When Gomi's fighting with John Silva, it's not that pretty of a card. The one that we had, at least 283, when that card happened, we had people like Andrade and Lauren Murphy, and it was a one-sided beating. So Gregory Rodriguez, Thiago Moises, Jolton Almeida. Like I said, we had a bunch of people, Nicholas Elby versus Morvis Davis. Josine Nunes, a pretty decent person at featherweight for the women's, but honestly, I don't know why people like Johnny Walker is on the Saudi Arabia card. They should have put him filled up in here. Gregor Rodriguez is not too far. I know Gilbert Burns was injured, so they couldn't really bring him back. There's a bunch of talents that I just look at right now, and guys like Barbosa that has his own card coming up as well. There's just a bunch of people I can think of that they really should have put in on here versus what we got. It's a fill-in between 302 and 303 and all these decent fight cards coming up, so it's one people who guys have to suffer for it, but I feel like they could have done a lot more. Anyway, I don't think this card is going to do that well. I think it's going to be piss poor. I know it's not really much of a video, just my opinion. There's so many Brazilian talents they could have put on here. Almeida is coming up on a different card. There's just so many people that you could have filled this card with to make the Brazil card much more substantial. But I guess they're trying to avoid more chaos this time. I remember what happened to some of the people getting pelted during the matches. So I guess they don't really deserve it when you think of, well, in the famous words of Kobe Gunston, they're filthy animals. They've proved they didn't deserve the best event. I guess this is a partial punishment. You're not going to get the best card because of that. and because 300 took a lot of Brazilian talents in there. So that's just my opinion for now. It's not the biggest recorded video right now. Leave me any opinions you think I should cover, any events, etc., and we'll get to it. You guys have been good. I'll see y'all later.